All right, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome. It is clearly another Wednesday night. It's a little earlier than I have done in the past, but welcome to Outlaw Radio. I am, of course, the Outlaw Adam Knight, 30-year professional wrestler based out of Winnipeg in central Canada. I have been a wrestler since 1995, still currently going strong. I am currently ruling the roost as the best goddamn heavyweight in all of Canada and the Blaze Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Laserbolt, thank you for being here so early. I appreciate it. Bit of a live earlier stream today. I actually might start going a little bit earlier on Wednesdays now, which just seems to be the goal. Again, Lindsay Mon, thank you for being here, my friend. Good to see you, pal. Again, this is Outlaw Radio. This is where I'm going to talk about whatever happens to be on my mind, whether it's in the world of wrestling, world of pop culture, world of my own life. I talk everything from wrestling, sports, world affairs, literature, current events, and mental health. I do a lot of talk about mental health, which is quite a thing for me these days, but that's all right. Not gonna lie, this is going to be a bit of a shorter show today. We are live. I didn't want to miss another week. Not that I missed one at all, but I didn't want to pre-record anything and get it done. But before we go any further, of course, I want to thank everyone for being here today. I want to thank you all for being here and being a part of what's going on. If you are interested in any of the stuff that I do and you please want to go check out any of my merchandise, please go to prowrestlingtees.com or to Great White North Productions. There's links for both these down below in the description of this episode. I would really, really, really appreciate if you check it on out. I've got a whole list of merchandise right here, and of course, including my classic Canadian-made established 1995 logo. If you're more literally minded, I would ask you to check out my books. Please go to Amazon. I know Amazon is not the best place always to get everything. We don't always want to support big old Amazon and Bezos, but if you please go and do that, that'd be great. My books are, there are 3 books in the series right now. Technically, I'm working on the 4th. It's slow and steady, but I am getting her done. They are urban fantasy books set here in Canada. So if you like Harry Dresden, if you like Jack Reacher, if you like books of that nature, a little bit of action, a little bit of adventure, a little bit of mystery, please do go and check those out. And, of course, they're available on Kindle, they're available in paperback, and they're available in hardcover as well. Eventually, I'll get Audibles done, but as you can see by my fancy setup right here, I don't quite have the space set up to do full fancy Audible recordings, but maybe we'll get it done. Maybe we'll get it done in the next little bit. So, the theme of this week's episode of Outlaw Radio is, of course, accidents happen. And for those of you who have been following me on my socials, which, shame on you if you haven't been, because there's been plenty of opportunity to. And all of the links are down below. I'd appreciate likes and follows. Please join my Patreon. That'd be great as well, where you can help support and build this community that I'm building right here, both on TikTok and on YouTube and across all of my socials around the way. I'm probably going to repost this to Facebook in a bit as well. This past weekend, I had the great opportunity to travel to Saskatchewan. I wrestled in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and a lovely little community in Arborfield, Saskatchewan. Lovely folks, great crowds, packed houses both nights, very loud, very engaged people, and I got to wrestle 2 fine gentlemen. On the first night, Mr. Jeremy Prophet, Black Diamond himself, and the second night, the Saturday, I got to wrestle 7-foot Giant Orion. Both these men are absolute professionals, well-trained, top-flight athletes. My match with Mr. Prophet is online right now. It's on my YouTube. It was from the vault this week. I realized I didn't dig deep into the vault. I really just had the match. I threw it up right away because I wanted to, get it out there because I'm very, very proud of it. Jeremy Prophet is a top-flight athlete, an excellent professional wrestler. And we had a real banger. But here's what is something I like to tell everybody, and I tell everybody in my training classes with Blaze Pro Wrestling, everyone I've ever helped out along the way, on the way up and on the way forward. You need to protect yourself as much as you need to protect your opponents out there. Right? I don't like people who take liberties with other folks. I've certainly, delivered a receipt or 2 in my time for some reckless behaviors. But as I like to tell the guys that I train all the time, you can do everything right and still get hurt. Case in point. This was me Saturday morning. after my match with Jeremy Prophet. And I want to make it very clear. This was an accident. We had planned to do a moonsault from the very beginning for the finish of the match, and his knee came down right on my eye socket. And yeah, it hurt about as much as it looks like it did. I promise you that. Not my best look by a mile. Yeah. And yes, I want to make it very clear, I did go on and wrestle that night because I am a crazy person. I am truly a crazy person, and that is okay. I wrestled that night against Giant Orion. My point is, and as you can see right now, if you can take a look, I've been to the doctor. I've been checked out. I don't have a concussion. I'm very, very lucky. I don't have any structural damage. I went and had my x-rays done, so I'm not dealing with any lingering issues there. I'm a little fatigued today. I do think that, the extra effort I put through on the weekend with all the traveling and more kicked my ass a little bit. I think I'm fighting a bit of a cold as a result of all the travel and sort of coming down from all of the extra sugar-free energy drinks I pounded this weekend just to get myself through the long car trips. But I'm home. I'm safe. I'm in one piece. I was able to hold my daughter tight, and everything is good. I'm living a good life. But that's just really what the focus of this thing is here. And it's not just about wrestling, though specifically in wrestling in this case. You can do everything you plan to do, and accidents will still happen. That's just life. You can do all the preparation you want. You can work as hard as possible. You can get ahead of absolutely everything in this world. Hello there, Perseverance. Good to see you. You can get ahead of absolutely everything, and you will still have moments where it's not enough. And that's nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault. Again, we're not talking about the times where, you're dealing with somebody who's being unprofessional. You're dealing with somebody who's got an agenda. You're dealing with somebody who's reckless, or dealing with somebody who's selfish. My matches this weekend were with two professionals who, by and large, went out of the way to have the best competitive wrestling matches possible with the old man who can still go. And I would like to take this opportunity here to publicly thank Jeremy Prophet for pushing me to my very limits. I hope that if you're able to go and see that young man wrestle, do so. He's an entertaining, athletic specimen of a man, and you will not be disappointed in any way by his matches. I would also like to thank Big Brian, Giant Orion. My God. My God, the strides that man's made in the last decade. I've been seeing some of his progress online, but since the first time I locked up with him 10 years ago to now, I claim to be the best goddamn heavyweight wrestler in Canada. But if he's not 1A to my 1B, I don't know who else could be. He is 6'9", 7 feet tall. He's a giant, literal giant of a man. Moves like a featherweight, strong as an ox, incredible with crowds. And I couldn't ask for a more professional opponent as I was dealing with the fact that I couldn't see out of the side of my face. I actually said a version of this in the promo I cut that's available on my Instagram and on my TikTok right now. Pardon me. This weekend, and of course the week before for Blaze Pro Wrestling in Winnipeg, I was reminded, but specifically this weekend, I was reminded of the power of professional wrestling and the power that it has over people in the community, over people in the locker room, those you ride the roads with, and more. How it can divide, but when it's done right, how it can bring everyone together. And I'm very grateful for everybody that I met for the first time, and for everybody that I got to know a little bit better over the course of that wild 72-hour weekend. I want to thank you all for having me out. If schedules line up and the business works out, I would love to come back for Best Entertainment Wrestling. But we'll see how that goes. I'm not going to make any commitments to that right now. Again, thank you to my opponents. Thank you to Claude for Best Entertainment Wrestling. Thank you to George. If you know, you know. Thank you, buddy. You took care of all of us, and I can't thank you enough for that. Thank you to everybody who works in the crew. Thank you to every single member of that locker room. I want to specifically thank Corey Diamond and his lovely lady Bree for helping take care of me as I was a little woozy after taking a bad one to the face, but that's all right. Gratitude is very important to have in every walk of life, but especially in an industry where we're trusting our health and our bodies and more to those we ride with. So accidents happen, ladies and gentlemen. It's a thing. And I think that's going to be it. I had a lot more I was hoping to talk about tonight, but I'm not feeling great. I don't think it's my head. I'm a little under the weather, I think. Again, like I said, my energy's down. I got a little bit of a congestion, a little bit of a postnasal drip, so I'm going to shut it down. Thank you, Laser, for being here. Thank you, Perseverance. Thank you for everybody who's passed in and out for the last couple of minutes. If you're here after the fact, please leave a comment down below, either here on YouTube or where I cross-post it over to Facebook afterwards. I'd really, really appreciate that. Let me know if you enjoy these episodes. Let me know if there's something you'd like me to talk about. If there's anything happening out there in the world you want me to cover, I'd be more than happy to do that next week. But right now, I'm going to call it. Once again, please go check out the links for my t-shirts, my merchandise. Go to prowrestlingtees.com or Great White North Productions. The links are both down below. To do that, please, if you get a chance, check out my books online on Amazon or meet me in person, and I can give you some of the ones I've got in person there. And I love you all. Pro wrestling is it's a hard road sometimes. Life is hard, and but it's given me so much back, and it continues to do so. Thank you, everyone, for your ongoing support. Thank you for your love, and I'll probably be more witty next week. But for now, thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. Good night.